Hello and welcome to Making Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy kit building, making electronic circuits, and do-it-yourself projects, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us, we have the ICStation Woodcraft Do-It-Yourself Portable FM Radio Kit. Model number is GY21088, if you have to search that. You can find this selling on ICStation.com for $11.89 on sale. It normally retails for $16.99. It's a fun little radio. I thought I'd give these a try. I saw it on ICStation's YouTube channel, and I had to get it. It's pretty cool. So let's look at this. It comes in a plastic container. Cool. Looks like a project for kids, though you want to use adult supervision because there are small parts. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get inside. So right away I'm greeted by a 2-inch speaker, pre-wired, and it looks like it has a jumper. Yep, it has a connector there already built on and some glue holding the wires. Not sure why they're using glue there, but probably to protect the wires from breaking off while installing it. So there's our speaker. What else do we get? The main radio part. Okay, cool. So it's dated June 25th, 2023. Okay, let's open it up and take a look at it. The heart of the radio is the DSP. It's like a digital signal processor here. So there we are. Let's get a close up. Not sure if you can read the numbers on the chip, but you can see we got a oscillator, our DSP chip, an amplifier chip there, probably for the speaker. Yep. And you can see the various connectors, battery, probably speaker, FM antenna wire. Looks like we have to mount it. Then we have 4 switches here. I'm guessing volume up, volume down, and frequency up and down. Looks like we have a power on or tuning LED. Looks a little crooked. Tweak it just a little bit. Can I tweak it? There we go. Straight. Power switch here. Seems rather tight. Okay, cool. So yeah, it looks like it screws in. They use a lot of screws in this kit. Different than the Kato kit. The Kato has one where there's no screws. This one's different, but I don't know. I might like this. So there you go. There's the PCB. What else we got here in the box? I'm just going to set this stuff to the side. We get batteries included. Hey, all right. Now, the make of these batteries, you got me. Got a cool little symbol. They're red and black. That's kind of cool. A little bit of green there. These are probably heavy-duty type, not alkaline. All right. Awesome. And then we got our battery bay. 2 AA batteries. It's going to run on. Of course, it has a modular connector. You just plug right to the PCB. Beautiful thing. So, there we go. Looks like we have a variety of screw lengths, and I'll show you the PDF file. It shows the different ones you'll be using and where to use them. You don't want to use too long a screw or it'll go right through your radio. You probably don't want to do that. So there we go. There's our screws. We got some backing foam. Oh, these are the feet. Excuse me. There's a little feet. We have a couple things here. It's like we got a Phillips screwdriver included. Nice. If you don't have one of your own, you can use this. This doesn't look too bad. Looks like it'll get the job done. Little handle for little hands. Let's see what else we got here. Got our FM antenna. This is a whopping 10-inch telescopic. Beautiful. And it mounts. I was looking at the PDF and it actually mounts with a special wood mount. It's pretty neat. Okay, here's we have a double-sided tape that goes behind the FM receiver module when you mount it to the radio frame. So here are the pieces, and yeah, I'm just going to show these real quick. It's all bundled. We got side pieces. We got the front of the radio. I'm not sure if I can open this up on camera or not with a knife. Let's see if we can. And what we can get into there and show you the different pieces, because I'm just going to build this radio, and then I'm just going to fade to black. I show you all these parts and just come back with a finished product. I'm not even going to do build process because it's pretty basic. I mean, we're not soldering anything, so come on, trying to get this open. Okay, so in shipment, it looks like it gets a little beat up. I noticed a couple little dinks in the wood, but I'm not too worried about it for an $11 radio. So yeah, there you go. Get the front with a little guitar jamming away. Okay, cool. Spots for the screws, for the speaker. Okay, let's put that lid, I guess. Looks like we got the back unit here. Again, little dents in the wood, but I don't think it'll affect it. There's the back, and then of course looks like we got some sides. Now these flex, I'm kind of nervous about that. We'll see how that works, and I'll give you my impression on what's going on there. Got some Chinese writing. Yeah, I guess we'll just be proud and show off our Chinese letters on the outside, I guess. Looks like you can flip it over and not do that. Okay, so here's the control top, showing you what the buttons do. It looks like hopefully a tuning indicator. That's nice. That's what the red LED's for. Or wait, no, that's the antenna. Excuse me. There's the power. Okay, so it's a power LED. Switch, power switch. Okay, so volume up and down are the first two. Looks like up and down. Now, hopefully it's incremental, but it's probably scan up and down. That's my guess. It's a pretty rudimentary radio. And this is the antenna mount here. And what do they give us for instructions? I was kind of worried about this. They're probably all in Chinese. Now, there's pictures, which you could probably just build by the pictures, because, again, it doesn't appear to be that difficult. You got it finished. Looks like you can paint it if you want. Nice. They got steps. I'm just trying to show you on camera here. It's kind of one big brochure here. I'm showing the parts list, and there you go. Mounting the speaker first, then mounting the tuner board. Even got a ruler there in the bottom. Mounting the battery bay. Okay, that's cool. Looks like it's on its own little board. And then the back side here. Okay, it's showing it attaching the antenna. Okay, it's all in Chinese, but I did download the English PDF, putting the front and back on, and then putting the sides on. Of course, there's screws, and I guess they're making sure that the buttons are lined up. That would be fun if you didn't line them up. Again, pretty basic, all in Chinese, but I think you just go by the pictures if you really wanted to. But if you don't want to do that, just grab the file. So what I'm going to do is just move some of this stuff off of here. Okay, let's move this to the side. Let's look at the PDF file real quick. So here is the PDF file. And you can kind of zoom in. You can see radio. And they give you a little blurb about it. Mono FM music player, wooden assembly, experimental equipment. Very nice. So yeah, they just talk about it. Features. And yeah, just a bit of basic parameter. Okay, so yeah, installation steps, they're pretty basic. They just show the steps right here. Right down the line. And then they show the pictures. Finished product. Step 1, remove all the boards. That makes sense. There's the different screw lengths. Which ones to use. They actually highlight it. So that's nice. So this is the way to go. Plus it's English. You can read it. Yeah, and there's where the double-sided tape goes. Awesome. As you can see, this is pretty simple. Now, if you can't find this PDF file, just email me in my About section or contact me on my YouTube approved website, which you'll find on this video in the iCard section. So there you go. Pretty basic. I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly go through here. As you can see, it's the trickiest part, I think, is hopefully these are flexible, these corners, when you go to bend them. That's probably the only problem I'll run into that I can see. And more screws holding it together. Okay, and then done. So 19 steps. I think we can do it. Pull this back away. We'll show our parts once more. Let me just put a little board down here. We can see everything so we don't miss anything here. So yeah, battery bay, batteries. The FM board, which is already pre-assembled. No soldering required. Yay, no micro soldering. You guys are probably like, all right. This is a fun kit for kids or even an adult that wants to have fun without having to worry about buying anything. You just get this kit and you're done. You can put it together yourself. You don't need extra tools or nothing. I like that. I mean, it comes with everything you need to build it and to enjoy it. So here we are. Foam. We got our speaker off to the side there, 2-inch speaker. And then, of course, we have all the wood sections, which I think is kind of fun. There you go, all our wood sections. So I'm going to fade to black here. I'm going to build it. There's going to be no build processor. There's going to be no build process picks at all. We're just going to go right to the radio, turn it on, and enjoy it. And give you kind of idea how good it is. All right, so fade to black here, and I'll be right back with the finished product. Okay, the finished product. Nice. Pretty impressed with the audio quality. So let's look. So here it is, the finished product. Yeah, it went together really nice. I was pretty impressed. A few little spots that gave me just a slight bit of trouble were where these wrap and mount up. So slowly bend this. These actually bend pretty easy. And check your centering here and tighten them. If you have to, loosen these two screws as you tighten that one down. Had an issue with this one lining up as well with that circle. So just loosen these two up. You can move it a little bit and it'll drop right in. So yeah, those were a couple little spots. Otherwise, everything was really nice. The receiver board sticks to the back, plus you screw it in. Just screw it in gently. Leave it kind of loose. That way everything lines up. You can see the screws don't protrude through the back there. They're just almost flush. Gives you an idea how far you should be screwing these in. So if you don't want to have the screws come through. Same as our FM antenna mount down there. So yeah, you get extra parts left over. Get a little mounting bracket. This goes right here. So you get an extra one in case you break it. That's good. So there's that. Extra screws. Always handy. That's nice in case you drop one or lose one. And the little screwdriver I used for the entire build. This little guy did a great job. It actually has a good tip to it. And a grip that was actually easy to use. So if you get this kit, you don't need to use anything else. Worked perfect. So I got that. So let's talk about the radio. Dimensions we'll go over real quick. We're 4 5/8 of an inch in length. Height is 3.5 inches. And depth is 1 5/8 of an inch. Yeah, I left the Chinese printing because I think it bent easier in that direction versus reversing it. So I left it like that. It's all right, though. It's cool. You can paint it, do different things, put a sticker if you wanted to. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's cool. I might just leave it how it is. So yeah, we got that. Of course, we know we got 2-inch speaker. This antenna being 10 inches. Didn't get a ton of stations when I did it. So FM reception report real quick. I always like to do this on my FM radios. This is FM only radio. As you can see, FM 88 to 108. So I usually go fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. Typically, most radios in analog are okay to good, like this old GE radio. Okay, this old GE radio outperforms this radio, unfortunately. I found out that those buttons are auto-seek. So if the station's strong, it'll lock in. If it's not, it'll pass it right by. So that's an issue, plus the short antenna. It gave us a lower score of fair to okay. So 1.5 star rating on sensitivity. It found 23 stations when I typically find 50. So, you know what? It was still fun. It was finding rock and roll stations, so that was great. I was jamming out to some Def Leppard. Yeah, which we will in a little bit. I'm going to demo it. So, fair to okay on sensitivity, okay on selectivity. It's pretty basic. Again, build was easy to build. Like I said, loosen the screws if it doesn't line up. I'd probably hook up the battery bay. Let me show you that real quick. There's instructions in here when you look at your PDF file. I just want to mention this because it'll make your day a lot easier. That was one other issue I had. So this part right here, when we're attaching the battery bay, okay, connector. So what you want to do is before you screw in the PCB, it might get in the way, it might not, but plug in your connector for the battery bay. You can get the battery bay ready right here and then have it ready to plug in. Because if you try to plug it in once that PCB's in there, it flexes because you have this foam board underneath there and you have those 4 screws lightly holding it in place and the board wants to tilt and move and it's really hard to get that to lock in. Because you're trying to wiggle that connector in and it's pushing on the PCB and it's making some not so nice sounds. So I recommend plugging that in before you mount the PCB. So plug in now the speaker's different because it plugs in from the side. So when you plug in your speaker, there you can see it goes in from the edge and you have the screws holding it in to keep the board from moving, so you don't have that problem. It's when you're pushing down is an issue. So there you go. That's just a quick little thing I wanted to bring to your attention. Awesome. So we're going to turn this on, demo the radio. Why not, right? So did I cover everything about the build? I think I did. Oh yeah, when you take the boards out of the the die-cast holding, the little pieces. Let me see if I got the piece handy. I do. Here we go. So when you take them out of the frames here, just when you push them out, gently push and then kind of wiggle, because a lot of times it gets stuck on these corners here. Now, if you're quick and you don't care, make sure you know what front and back is. So like this piece, you want to push it from the back forward, because if anything snags, it'll rip from the back side that you won't see once you assemble it. So just know what your front and back is. Like this part, you'd push forward. If you're quick, you want to be quick. If you don't want to be quick and want to do a nice job, just take and wiggle the pieces and they will eventually drop out. That's what I did. Took my time removing these from here. So that was another little quick thing. Into recycling they go. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it on and listen to it. Yeah. So I'm going to extend the antenna up just a little bit. I'm in a subfloor basement, so I'm just going to hook up a little wire. This wire is about 12 foot long. It only leads out to the window behind my desk here, and it's on the inside window blinds, just to give me a little extra reception when I'm downstairs in the subfloor. So let's go ahead and turn it on. We got the switch up here. Of course, you can see we have volume plus minus, back forward tuning, and of course power indicator and our switch. So we'll go ahead and turn the switch on. Everything lined up. Okay.
Who are hotter than a $2 pistol, by the way. Dodgers have won 8 in a row. Brewers right behind, and they're on a 4-game winning streak. So Brewers,
cool
Dodgers
sound
tonight in Los Angeles. And
you did it all with me. Letnia promocja w Jennings Volkswagen w Glenview trwa. Nie przegap najlepszych ofert.
Morning, 6 days a week, and classic rock all day. 96.7 The Eagle is Rockford's home for classic rock. Two for Tuesday, nice. So more George Thorogood and the Destroyers right now in a double shot. Also Don Henley and Van Halen coming up.
Awesome.
There you go. Lunch plan set. Thanks for spending your mornings with Drew. U.S. Navy.
With everything they need and move your family into a brighter financial situation.
Everyone's like, are you going to take the day off for your birthday? I'm like, no way, dude. We're doing this Taylor Swift in Brazil thing. There's no way I'm taking the day off.
And
Show weekdays 5 to 9 right here on 102.7 V103. Today's R&B and throwbacks.
Lena Waithe is back and bringing that big shy energy to a brand new streaming home on Paramount.
Yeah, cause when it's sink or swim, you got to think to win. And if I drink this in, everybody will know it.
Keep it a stack. Move walk cause they know I got beat.
Na prawnika wyślij SMS o treści Eviction na numer 85622. Eviction Help Illinois.
Okay, I think it's seeking, hopefully to the lower part of the band. You know, when you hit it and it goes blank. There we go.
Get to Mass today, and we are celebrating 42 joy-filled years, which Mother Angelica launched back all those years ago. ESPN, listen to me, EWTN is blessed to provide over 600.
'Cause I believe there is no doubt.
About your appointment or where you're supposed to go. Having somebody who's not a clinician try to diagnose you or tell you how far you
drawn to it when you start to experience the power of it. I want little girls to feel that. So we started the Devos, we started the Bible studies, and those tools are
continue in Beloit College, but of course that got into
her confirmation hearings. She is a
no way, baby, to get me at this house. Bring dry bones to life. Szybko oświadczył się, ona rzekła nie, łzy wylewał mi włosy.
Okay, I think we're done there. Okay, cool. So I think we went through the whole band. That was neat. Found a few stations there, huh? It sounds great. What a good little radio. So yeah, for $11.89, it's totally worth it. For $16.99, for a fun little project, for the family, I think it'd be a fun thing to have. Runs on 2 AA batteries right behind here. You just take one screw out and one screw out to open up this to access the 2 batteries, which is nice. You don't have to do a bunch of screws, just 2. You get to your AA's. I'm using the ones that came with the kit. Why not? It's a lot of fun. This was a fun kit to build, and everything went together really nice. So definitely gets a thumbs up for me. If there's an Amazon link to it, you'll pay more, but you'll get it really quick. So that's nice. I'll have that down the bottom there if I could find it. Otherwise, yeah, get it from ICStation. And ICStation has a bunch of FM radio kits out there. I'm picking them up. I think it's just fun. Even if it's FM only, I enjoy FM radio. So AM radio is great too. You know, the Cato do-it-yourself one is AM as well. But I don't find myself using it for that. Just basically FM listening. Plus, with the speaker here, it sounds great with music. Really liking it. The guitar is cool on here. So there it is. Gets a big like for me. I enjoyed putting it together and demoing this. It's just a fun little radio. And yeah, as far as size comparison, I never did that. Here's the cards. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can craft the radio like no one else can. He is Iron Man. I don't think that's what that says, but you know it. Rock on. Okay. This is awesome. So yeah, if you like do-it-yourself radios, want to see more Woodcraft stuff, if I can find them, I'll buy them. Definitely subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future kits that I build and put together for you guys. And maybe you'll do the same just for fun. Have a good time with it. That's what it's about. Fun. I'm glad they're doing stuff like this. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the ICStation GY21088 Woodcraft do-it-yourself portable FM radio kit. Let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.